Hi family, hi family. This is Dr. Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the sacred art of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. So this conversation is about stress. It's about stress. It's about stress and a couple of tips and tools on how to move you out of the stressful situation. But before we get into that, I just want to say number one, I don't know what's going on with my nails, but they are growing out of control. My nail tech didn't have any appointments. I'm like, look, you need to get your life together. I am VIP. What is this? This is like the second time in a row. So I had to put her in a headlock over the phone to get me an appointment today. So I'm getting these digits lovingly cared for because this is ridiculous. This is horrific. Like, come on now. And I'm not complaining about my herbs. I'm just simply saying, allow me to get my appointments in before you start growing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And then number two, I just want to show you my little Target dress. I thought it was cute. It got little cutouts on the side, y'all. Ooh, girl, look at it, look at it, look at it. Ooh, girl, look at it. Yes, I know. Anyway, I thought it was cute on the mannequin, and I was like, I can do that a whole lot more. Anyway, so should not have been in Target, but I was. Don't judge me, judge your mama. Anywho, now when we get back to the subject of stress, when we get on the subject of stress, this last week with my clients has been an eye-opener. So what I want to say about the position that we're currently in right now with, especially here in LA, rent is astronomical. To find a decent location to lay your head and feel safe and all that good stuff, it's a journey. I'm not going to lie, it is a journey. Employment here, if you're not an entrepreneur, I've heard for some people has been sketchy. It has been so sketchy, and people are being ghosted by employers. I'm like, wait, what? They're like, yeah, they said, I'm not even gonna get into that. So you have this whole level of angst. Gotta pay rent, gotta pay this, gotta pay that, gotta pay this. But the jobs aren't rolling in like they should, or you didn't get the position, or when you go to these appointments for interviews, there's like 400 other people there and you're competing with them. So in the end, what happens is you start to doubt yourself. You start to question whether or not you are worthy. You question, am I doing the right thing? Am I going down the right path? Am I looking at the right content? Am I showing up in the right way? Like, you start assessing all of these things. Let me help you, love. You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Now, oftentimes when we get rejected, your first response is, and a lot of colorful words, but if you take a moment to just assess and to just sit and look at what's happening, and just sit for a second, just sit, you'll realize that you were actually pushed out of the way to get back into your way. Because before you were standing in your way. Now you're standing in your lane so that you can drive your lane. But before, you were just sitting there in the way, probably blocking traffic and all this good stuff, you know? So when you're in your lane, things start happening, things start flowing, things start moving. And then your self-esteem goes back up. The only challenge that's different from that moment to the moment before is what you define as successful or not. Your definition is what's going to keep you either in high spirits or depressed. Your definition. If somebody comes to you and say, oh, well, it's because you didn't get this job because of A, B, and C. If you accept that as your truth, then you get what you get. Your definitions and what you accept as your definition for anything, it doesn't matter. It was going to break you or what's going to make you. When I first started this business, colon hydrotherapy, as a young Black woman, I was 28 years old with a brand new baby. Talk about doubt, denial, I can't do it, who's going to, help me. The men I entertained throughout that 17-year period of my life, not one of them supported me. Not one of them poured into me. They all took from me. Let's just put that out there. No one is going to come and save you, love. No one is going to say, oh, this business is good, or you going for that job is a good thing, or you starting your business is a good thing, or you reading that book about financial literacy is a good thing, or you breathing deeply and meditating on a regular basis, that's a good thing. Keep going. I guarantee you, you're going to have more friends that will say yes immediately if you call them to go to the bar and talk shit. If you do not have any friends that you can call and say, hey sis, let's go, or king, whatever, however you down. I got male friends too. Hey sis or king, you want to go get some tea and chop it up and we can just talk about business, or can I run some things by you that I'm thinking to implement in my life to just make my life easier? I guarantee you most people will say, no, I ain't got time for that. No, I don't have time for that. I can't meet you. I'm busy. But if it has alcohol involved or cannabis or wasting your time, trust and believe me, people are going to be there ready to watch your demise with a microscope. But you start shifting into some positive stuff, which you can, because that is your definition on how to heal yourself when you are depressed. You always have a choice when you're depressed. I've been in depression. I know what it looks like. I deal with people who have depression. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. I've been there a couple of times. I probably won't ever go back. Most likely I won't. However, you always have a choice. I can choose, if you're in a depressed state, you can choose to either breathe deeply and feel whatever you feel and know that this is not your truth, or you can accept that bull and pour into that and keep going down. It's all up to you. It's all up to you, but it's your choice. It's your decision. It's whatever you want to agree with. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am one of the best colon therapists on the planet. You can't tell me otherwise. And even if you feel that way, when you come into my office, you won't feel that way, because my energy will trump that any day. But I have to do that for me. Trust me, there are so many things swimming around me right now, and I'll just be sitting there looking like, the circus is here. But I also realize that I have all the tools while I watch the circus unfold. I don't have to be in the circus. I don't have to be part of the circus. So what I am saying is, love, you are well. Just breathe and be easy with your heart space. If you need to connect, you can reach out to me. My phone number is 562-682-0818. Website, moyabodycare.com. And I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist, Dr. Mo. Looking forward to being of service.